KissMyAshRadio on Twitter. That'll give you a direct link to the Twitter and Periscope page.
I gotta see how good I look. So maybe I should turn the volume
Also a good idea. So apparently we are live on Periscope.
Yes.
You can hear it now, and
Yes.
as I'm hearing myself going back from that, you can also check out the
man,
Facebook
you gotta
page.
move that monitor. The monitor's
KissMy.
blocking my whole face.
You know, it's difficult to kind of have here. I mean, let me go like this and still trying to get good audio here. On all those things, we do a lot of fun and interesting things. Like we give out a social media word of the day. If you follow us on @KissMyAshRadio on Twitter,
Facebook and Twitter,
Facebook as well, we put a word up there every single Friday. And if you know what that word is, and you're the 10th caller, when you hear that word, you are going to take home a 5-pack of Recluse cigars from our good friends over at Conic, Leaf, Scott Weeks, and J.R. Dominguez, makers of some fabulous Entubao rolled cigars. As Scott will tell you.
877-960-9960. Write it down. 877-960-9960.
You like sitting over there now? Because now you can see the
right in front of me.
phone number very clearly.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, it's a very good thing. And,
the birthday girl has arrived.
Oh, fantastic.
Look at her.
Welcome.
I'm moving kind of slow today.
It's okay. We're all slow. It's all right.
It's all right. It happens. It works out okay.
My dear.
If you're also listening in and you know very well, we'd like to give away a lot of prizes. Zycar has been a giver and awarder of prizes since day one here at Kiss My Ash Radio, and every week they give our lucky listeners a prize. This week, if you're the 10th caller, when you hear this sound, you're going to take home a Ciro high-altitude lighter. It is a fantastic silver chrome lighter. It is a $70 value. John has put a picture up that on Twitter and Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. John, nod your head that you've done so. Good job, John. We took care of that. He's done a wonderful job. Oh, and of course, we've got a lot of fantastic guests today. And everything else that we are doing. Rainier Lorenzo, owner and founder of HVC Cigars, is going to be here and give us some information about his products and the wonderful things that he's got going on at HVC Cigars. Glenn Loop, executive director of the CRA, has had a rough week. Big week for him.
Yeah,
so
really big. He was hanging out with Steve Saka.
Thank you.
Sorry. I had to throw that in there.
Just, of course. Steve, of course, will be our guest next week, so we'll also get to talk to him about that.
Steve was up there actually on Capitol Hill.
On Capitol Hill, he was out there fighting for the rights of all cigar smokers, and we'll get all the information from Steve about what's been going on. From Glenn about what's been going on this week. And if you've been hiding under a rock, it's probably the only way you haven't seen all of the full court press that's been going out from everyone in the cigar industry, and we'll get a whole lot more into that with Glenn. Also, John Reiner, moderator of the Cigar Federation, joins us for a discussion on top cigars of the year. Did we cover everything? We missed anything?
Pretty much. That was pretty good.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Yeah, we do what we can. Also, we almost forgot, every week on our Facebook page, we put up a poll.
A poll question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Aurora
got excited about
it's
poll.
A different poll, sweetheart.
It's P-O-L-L, unfortunately not P-O-L-E. I also prefer the P-O-L-E. Mm-hmm. Which of the following annual cigar releases do you look forward to the most?
Oh, that was a good poll question. I didn't see it.
That was an interesting poll question. The choices were Fuentes Añejo, Illusión Singulare, the Tatuaje Monster Series, Quesada Oktoberfest, Davidoff's annual Year of the Chinese character release.
It's not character, it's calendar.
Calendar.
Close.
Calendar. Close.
Yeah.
Rip on Aurora. Even Aurora knows what it is.
And, of course, Vialde's holiday release.
I have not seen the results.
I'm
going to venture to say that Tatuaje Monster Series was most number one.
It is not.
Really?
Surprisingly.
Shockingly.
No.
What?
Yes. Añejo
really
was number one. 33% of the votes went to the Fuente Añejo.
I would have never guessed that.
She would have never guessed that.
Never would have guessed that. Never know.
By the way, what are you having for breakfast? Is that a frittata?
Dunkin'
Flatbread?
Donut. Yes. Dunkin' Donut, egg white, flatbread, yes.
Yep.
I'm very healthy. I gotta keep my figure.
Yes. We wouldn't want anything to happen to that figure.
No.
Especially today, because today is your birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
We have some
thank you.
champagne, and we're going to do some mimosas here. Too.
Yes.
Is this the punk rock birthday song?
Happy birthday, you're not special. We all want to embarrass you. That's why we're singing it.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. We're going to start your day off right today.
Yes.
We're going to start your day off
I
right.
did go downtown and had my first drink.
Last night?
Yes.
And well, I doubt it was your first drink, but you mean your first legal drink.
My first legal
There you
drink.
go.
Yes.
Which bar had the privilege of serving you your first legal alcoholic beverage?
I went down to Meineke, and Meineke, Kevin's birthday was yesterday, so I got my drink first from him.
Wow.
Yes.
And what did you order?
I ordered a Blue Long Island and extra strong.
Extra strong. There you
Wow,
go.
that's a potent little beverage.
I know, right?
Well, also coming in at second was the Illusion Singulares, going back to the poll.
Really?
Tatuaje Monster was third.
Honestly shocking, really.
You know what? Singulare was my first vote, my top choice. I'm still waiting for it to be here. Hopefully in a couple of weeks it will be able to hit store shelves.
Nice.
But we will have to wait and see. For that, Quesada Oktoberfest in third, Davidoff fourth.
No,
and
wait.
Sorry, fifth. Quesada was fourth,
Right.
Davidoff was fifth, and Viaje Holiday Series got a staggering
0%.
What?
Nobody.
0% of the vote.
It's all that big marketing he does.
Exactly. Very much. Pushing it the envelope every single
Yes.
time. So much more. Keep going here on the wonderful Kiss My Ash Radio. On the big episode we've got going on, the lovely Aurora from Spirit Rhino is here joining us, Honest Abe, and Adam K. the Brewmeister. And what is that, John? You want to say something? Doing a wonderful job.
He's got to plug
Yep,
in.
we have been.
Great equipment here. Great equipment. Anyways.
Everything's working
Let's see if it
perfectly.
works when I talk.
Hey, good job! Good job, Colin.
Colin.
Every week there's going to be a new poll up on our Facebook page, so make sure you check it out. Is John going to tell? You have it? John has it. John didn't tell me what it was. He didn't put it on the sheets. Didn't prepare me.
Well, we just got it today. So that's
good to know.
why.
Cracker Jack staff.
Freaking hate
How's
it.
that internship going?
Good. I've narrowed it down to 2 girls.
Really?
I think we want 2 girls.
Can I interview them?
If you want to, yeah.
Are they good looking?
Why don't we just bring them on the show and we'll do like an impromptu interview on the show?
Interview
That would
on
be
the
awesome.
show.
Right.
Ooh.
That could be the single best idea
And
you've
let's-
ever had.
I was just
going
going to say, I actually had a good idea.
that could
About
be
time.
the single best idea you've ever had.
We're very proud of you.
All right.
Very.
We got to get going. It's time to keep things happening. We've got a lot more great stuff coming in. We're going to find out what's in a box. We're going to see what's possibly new in the humidor, and we're going to meet our maker. Keep it lit.
Follow us on Twitter at KissMyAshRadio. Yes, it's mandatory.
The story that made the cigar that made history. 80 years ago, Monte Cristo began a legacy of crafting only the finest cigars. Now, that legacy is honored by the very special, extremely limited edition Monte Cristo 80th Anniversary Cigar. Crafted for the first time, Dominican Pelatico tobacco. Grown from seeds hand-carried from Cuba by Papi Mendez. This exclusive cigar is like no other, rolled in a dark and oily Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. The Monte Cristo 80th Anniversary Cigar features a rich, fuller-bodied, and wonderfully complex smoke. Packaged in an elegant handmade box, these exceptional cigars are available now at your local tobacconist. Honor the legacy with the Monte Cristo 80th Anniversary.
Surgeon General warning. Cigar smoking can cause cancers of the mouth and throat, even if you do not inhale.
Zycar, the world leader in cigar accessories, has done it again. One of their best lighters is now even better. The popular Enigma Double Jet Flame lighter is now the new Enigma 2. Complete with a new clean design, this lighter was re-engineered for dependability and performance. It feels more ergonomic in your hand, and new internal components give it the horsepower you need. Like everything Zycar, this comes with the incredible lifetime warranty. Zycar for life.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
From the makers of the #1 cigar in the USA in 2013, the Aging Room Quattro F55 comes yet another highly rated cigar, the Aging Room Bin #1, a full-bodied Dominican cigar made with some of the world's oldest tobacco in the market today, from the harvest of 1997, 98, and 99. It starts out smooth and builds up in strength and flavor until it reaches its full potential. The Aging Room Bin #1, for the true connoisseur looking for a sophisticated smoking experience with balance, complexity, and character. Aging Room Cigars. Blending is in our DNA.
Every recluse cigar is created to smash the perception that a cigar needs to be Cuban to be exceptional. Recluse Cigars experience the finest manufacturing techniques in the world. Every recluse cigar is flavorful, smooth, and delivers an effortless draw every...
Man, shut up! Stay down, chump! People, you don't have to listen to this garbage. Go get yourself a recluse cigar and do it today. I said stay down!
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Welcome back. You are listening to Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, the ever honest Abe.
You're struggling to get a...
Well, I had a couple of things in there, but I didn't know if you'd like them, so I figured I'd keep it
just curious. Throw them in there. Let me hear what you were thinking.
Robust? No?
Yeah.
I can do better. Let me keep going.
Keep working.
We'll keep working on it. I have a couple of other ideas. Managerial. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sucked.
I know. It's still early. I've only had 3 cups of coffee, and I've been up since 6:30. It's a terrible thing. This is Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister.
He doesn't know who he is.
Yeah, I can be somebody else. Honest Abe, sitting in the studio with us, finally back from all of his many ventures, and of course the lovely...
Actually leaving town in a half an hour after the show.
Yeah, also
Where
true.
are you going?
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to the owner's Skybox, courtesy of the Bishotti family themselves. Thank you so much, Steve. I'll see you shortly. Actually, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, every year he likes to invite me and a guest up to his Skybox to watch a Baltimore game. Unfortunately, the Ravens aren't having a great
Well, they got plagued with the injury bug, and it's not going well.
Flacco didn't hurt.
Oh, everybody's been hurt. Yeah. It's been not great. All right. It is time to go to our special guest on the phone with us, Executive Director of the CRA, Mr. Glenn Loop himself. Glenn, thank you for joining us. I know you've had a rough week.
Always a pleasure.
Lots going on.
A lot is happening here. Please, I don't even know where to start with everything that's been happening. How do you start with how this week has gone for you?
I don't know how to start. I feel I don't know. It's been a complicated 4 years with this legislation, but
True.
I can honestly say I feel like a vegetable after the last 4 days.
I can understand that.
It's to put it in the most simplistic terms I can find is it's budget week in Washington, and as everyone knows, Congress seems to do things in the most crisis management fashion that they can possibly find. So last night, literally, the president signed the continuing resolution, which allows our government to continue functioning while they continue debating what's called the omnibus budget, which is a comprehensive budget for the entire United States government. Where we come in, boys and girls, is within that version, at least right now in the House of Representatives, is language that can work to protect and exempt premium handmade cigars from FDA oversight. This language has been in this piece of legislation for some time. The House of Representatives several months ago put language in to benefit this side of the industry, if you will. And we've kind of been waiting for the culmination of this moment to protect that, and then we see what happens with the Senate. It's been a complicated roller coaster to prevent our opposition from trying to extract that language. We have to worry about what happens in the Senate. There's all types of political dynamics with regard to Tea Party factions, liberal factions, Democrat versus Republican. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, we really marshaled the forces of both the manufacturing community as well as the consumers and retailers of the country, because it became our, shall we say, best political judgment that it was time to unleash the masses onto Congress, and specifically Speaker Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
And you guys really started a full-court press on this.
What's that?
You guys really started a full-court press and getting everybody involved and, you know, getting all the troops going, and a full-blown social media and everything else campaign to make sure everybody contacted Ryan.
I called Ryan, answer machine full.
And it was a complicated task because communicating with Congress is not an easy thing. But it became our best political judgment that it was that time. You know, there's a time and a place for behind-the-scenes activity, but a time and a place for one-on-one discussions with members of Congress and specific ones that can benefit our cause. But it became that moment where this effort to protect premium cigars from federal regulation needed the general public to chime in. But it needed those that are passionate about great cigars to chime in.
Have you been able to gauge the public response? Have you been able to gauge a public response? Are you getting any feedback? Are they coming out?
We think several thousand phone calls at least. That's one number that we've heard through their channels. Several thousand phone calls on this issue have been placed to the Speaker's office. We're not so sure about Senator McConnell's office. We've gotten hundreds upon hundreds of email confirmations just from consumers saying, we've done what you've asked. And that's been fantastic. The problem is, and people, this is important for your listeners, is that they may have to stay on hold. They may have to call back. They may get an answering machine. There's all types of nuances, but please just be diligent and stick with it. It's important. And the Speaker's office confirmed with some members that we've been in contact with that they've heard the clarion call, the message is getting through. They need to know they're doing the right thing. And it's right now they're getting bombarded with phone calls, everything from immigration to Planned Parenthood to guns to Syria. And we're in that mix of very complicated issues that Congress is dealing with. So the important part is to let our voices be heard, and now is the time. So it's all over Facebook and Twitter, and people have been very diligent about re-forwarding those messages. So if any of your listeners need that contact information, they can get it from cigarrights.org or from a sundry of anybody's Facebook or Twitter feeds and the like. And it's important to keep that pressure on for the next several days.
It has been on all over their Instagram and everything else. And Glenn, when people are calling the senators, what is it that they need to specifically be saying to them? What is the key message they need to get across?
Thank you. Premium cigars should be exempt from FDA regulation. Keep in terms of the message to Speaker Ryan's office, keep the language in the bill that exempts premium cigars from FDA regulation. Very simple. Exempt cigars, keep the language in. We can't get more simple than that, and that's all they need to hear.
As it gets, absolutely.
You know, all these offices, all these staff, all they do is keep two columns, the yays and the nays.
I'm going to have Aurora
like
start a whole movement at Spearmint Rhino. We're going to body paint you with the CRA logo so that everybody in the club starts calling in.
There we go.
And you know, this is a part of the process that we've never been able to experience before. Speaker Ryan has really opened up the process. He's open to suggestion. I think that he listens to all sides. He's put together a very broad collection of advisors, and you know, frankly, we're grateful to even be able to have the opportunity to chime in with his office.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. Glenn, I know you've had a rough week. I know you got to go out there. You've got to get going to another event. Well, thank you for being here, and I know we will have you back soon, especially when we try and figure out what in the world the government's going to do trying to take away our freedoms in the cigar world.
Well, this show could probably be over by next Wednesday, Friday at the latest, but there's some speculation that they can be done with the budget by next Wednesday.
Yeah, we hope not.
Folks keep the pressure on through the weekend and early in the week.
Absolutely. We will make sure everybody gets out there. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go to Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Just search CRA, and if you even know if you follow anybody in the cigar industry, $20 says they've already tweeted it out, and that's what's going on. This is Kiss My Ash Radio. We'll be back with more great things. Our special guest, Rainier Lorenzo. Keep it lit.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
Perfecting a seed for over 40 years takes skill. Then again, so does growing the perfect beer.
Take it from Matt Booth, member of Camacho's Board of the Bold and the owner of the infamous Room 101 brand. The Camacho Corojo is hand-built from authentic Corojo seeds, built for the expert palate and fine-tuned for maximum flavor impact, consistency, and quality.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Look, everyone knows working out sucks. Getting healthy and in shape was easy, everyone would be doing it. But imagine an environment where workouts were specially designed for dramatic physical changes, where you have personal supervision of a certified trainer and a group of supportive, like-minded individuals working alongside you, constantly motivating you to do your best. This is why CrossFit has swept the nation. Check out CrossFitChrome.com for our newest location in Boynton Beach and see how you can get your first month for only $29. That's CrossFitChrome.com. Eat, sleep, chrome, repeat.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning!
My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole.
Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
It's that time of year again, and the Quesada Oktoberfest is back. This full-flavored Dominican Puro is blended to pair with your favorite Oktoberfest beers, brewed annually for the famous German festival. Quesada Oktoberfest is available only during the fall, so grab a beer and a few of these delicious cigars before they sell out. Quesada Oktoberfest, the only cigar on the market made specifically to pair with beer. Proust.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
Hi, this is Rocky Patel, and I'd like to invite you to try one of our decade cigars. This premier cigar received a 95 rating from Cigar Aficionado, one of the highest ratings ever afforded by that magazine. It's a beautiful Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras. This cigar is medium to full-bodied, rich, complex, yet elegant and well-balanced. I promise you, you're going to love the decade. Try it.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
You know, Johnny, he looked, so you can hear me. I think Aurora now is officially made the status where she should get an intro somewhere. She should have a guest intro.
Okay. All right.
Gotta work on an Aurora intro.
I've been here long enough.
Great.
Demanding. I love it.
I love this
You're
girl.
gonna fit in right here. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I know where you want to fit her in. Get back to the board.
I know you
Saucy this morning.
How can I not?
That's
oh wait, I'm engaged. Sorry, everybody.
Well, this is Kiss My Ash Radio, and that's how you inappropriately begin a segment. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister, with Honest Abe.
Oh, hoy hoy.
The ever-prevalent Honest Abe, who just likes to take my catchphrase.
I like it.
It's a fantastic thing. Of course, the lovely Aurora, sitting in for the lovely Lady M. Thank you, as always, for being here. And
doing a really good job.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding?
I was really afraid it was going to be a total sausage fest, and we really didn't want that.
No.
We can't have that. It's a terrible thing.
I'm a good tucker.
Absolutely. You do a wonderful job. You were fantastic last week, and we're just honored to have you
and
once
obviously
again.
surprisingly funny.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny.
Yeah, she is really funny, believe me, she is.
Which brings us to, of course, one of my favorite parts of the show.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
It's time to meet your maker.
It is time to meet your maker here on Kiss My Ash Radio. This week, we are pleased to welcome Rainier Lorenzo, founder and owner of HVC Cigars.
Is that like a shopping network?
I think that was QVC. Close enough. But
HVC Cigars.
Lorenzo, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We greatly appreciate it, So, HVC Cigars.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been around? Tell us a little bit. How did you get in the cigar industry? Where did this come from?
What tragic event happened in your life that made you decide to make cigars?
Yeah, actually, everything has been behind my family.
Dude, I just want to say right off the bat, you could do a voiceover for like an awesome cartoon villain.
Really?
Absolutely.
I would be proud.
I like it. It's like a doomsday voice.
Yeah.
It's great.
So I started HVC in 2011 when I was living in Wisconsin. I left Havana in 2008.
Okay.
And how did you leave? Did you leave?
I left legal. Legally, yeah.
How easy is it to leave legally?
For me, it was not a real big deal.
Really?
Yeah, not much.
Dude, I got people washing up on rafts. Angry, fighting sharks and days and it was no big deal. I just got and I left.
And then they let me in. It was great.
No, really. How did you just apply, or how was it that you were able to leave?
No, my family was living here. Like family unification.
Okay, and they were already citizens here.
Yeah, they were
okay. So
the big issue was in medical school in Havana.
Okay, you were in medical school.
Yeah, I was in medical school
and
in Havana, and then
backed your career up to start making cigars.
Was kind of like, we don't want to look good, this guy.
We don't want this guy.
No, and so, but it was not a real big deal.
Okay, so you came here. How old were you now in 2008?
23.
All right, you're 23 years old.
I'm 31 now.
Yeah, so what happened? How did you get into
So, and then moved to Wisconsin, started working for a genetics company. And then started HVC in 2011. That's when I met Eduardo Fernandez back in the days, the owner of Anorsa Tobacco.
Yes.
In 2009, he said, hey, come on, I want to show you Nicaragua, all I have there. And when he showed me, I really kind of like, in Cuba I used to smoke cigars, but not really a cigar guy in Cuba.
You didn't understand it, right?
Exactly. I'm talking about the whole process, the fermentation, and was like, well, I want to have my own stuff. I want to do my things. And he, after that, he said, well, whatever you want to do, keep going.
Wow.
We support you.
This is Kiss My Ash Radio. We're here with Lorenzo of HVC Cigars with Honest Abe and Adam K, the Brewmeister. And Lorenzo's just giving us a little background on his history in Cuba, how he got out, legally, amazingly enough. Started with a genetics company, and then met Eduardo Fernandez, who said, come see my factories in Cuba. Now, you're
in Nicaragua.
In Nicaragua, yes.
Aurora thinks he sounds like Tony Montana.
I think you do.
Yeah, you're another
Can you
friend.
say hello to my little friend?
Hello to my little friend.
Yes!
Now that's a soundbite you can play for forever. That is fantastic.
Hey, John, you should get him to do a soundbite as Tony Montana after the show for the station, without a doubt.
And then HVC, HVC stands for Havana City. So usually everything I do behind the brand is like, let me see how can I say the best thing here? It's like my passion is being in Havana City.
Right, where you from?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, your culture.
Havana City.
So, is there any history in Cuba of your family doing anything with cigars there?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Just curious.
I come from family, my sister and my brother, they doctors. My mom is principal of school. And me, I was in medical school in Cuba, though.
You're the black sheep.
Yeah.
You're the black sheep. You became a cigar guy.
And even working for a genetics company when you first got here, this seems like a 180-degree turn to where you are now. I mean, what clicked with Eduardo and Arsenio and to get you to say, I'm going to drop this and this is where I'm going to go?
No, actually, I don't know if you guys know my sister. She's the general manager of Tropical Tobacco.
Okay, no, okay. So you had a family connection already with Eduardo.
All right, now it's starting to come together.
Everything is actually my mom is working there in the warehouse too. Everything is clean there.
Okay.
And I go to Nicaragua like every 4 months, do the blends, share with them how it's going. Because I like, I love to smoke. That's the first thing you cannot be in this business. You cannot be in this business if I love to smoke. So do a blend now. Talking about specific the HVC, the blend that I have it's something that you want to try leaf by leaf, and the fermentation process. That's a really key in this business.
Absolutely, so, that's definitely very key.
And the other thing is Nicaragua right now. To me personally, in my opinion, Nicaragua has the best tobacco in the world right now.
I think there are many people who would absolutely, completely agree with that, especially all the tobacco that Eduardo gets his hands on and lets Arsenio play with.
Amazing.
We just had another man who does a lot of work with him, Nick Melillo, here
last
week.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Whose cigars,
just about to say.
Exactly, whose cigars are also made in the Casa Fernandez factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. So, Lorenzo, it's a 150 interesting things that are going on here with everything we started with. What really got you to say, I'm going to create obviously you said you love to smoke, but what made you take that next leap of, okay, now I'm going to throw all kinds of money into trying to make my own brand? And as Eric Espinoza says, all right, so you got $1 million. Great. Now put that on red. Great, you win. Now do it again. And it's just, you're going to have to keep throwing money at it. What made you take the leap?
Let me say this. And in life, sometimes you come to my life now. I'm 31 right now, and I say I was working for the genetics company, and say, well, but this is not where I want to go. I want to go in this direction. In my life right now, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 20 or 25 years.
You choose your own path.
Hopefully I will be here to you guys, because right now, I say I'm 31 right now, but I'm thinking I'm making the right direction in my life right now.
Especially for a young guy to try and make that decision to, I'm going to jump in, create my own business, and go after everything like that. That's a big step.
I hope so. But I hope it will be the best for me, for my family, for everybody in this industry.
And so the company's been around since 2011.
2011, yeah, 4 years.
At what point did the first box hit the market?
2012. I started in Orlando. Orlando was the first show.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that trade show.
Yeah,
we broadcasted live from the trade show that year.
That's where the wonderful poster we put up all over the place is from. And yes,
our poster is from the trade show.
But actually, I was doing that when I was, I say 2011, but I was doing my business part-time. Because I started doing this full-time like 6 months ago.
I completely understand what you were getting at. All right.
So, and after that, everything has been, can't complain for now. A small boutique company guy.
Right.
I have around probably now, I would like to say like probably 140 accounts.
That's good.
Well, now he's taking away my next question, but we were going to try to lead into we were going to try to lead into that as I'm trying to get into the next part, because we're going to have a lot more with Lorenzo. He's got a lot of interesting things to talk about with HVC Cigars. We haven't even talked about the blends, the sizes, or anything else in the lines yet.
Next.
It's all going to keep coming. We're going to go there, and we're also going to have John Reiner on from Cigar Federation, and we're going to talk about beer, which is, of course, one of my favorite things.
Yes,
all as we keep going on.
You can have beer too.
We really hope you keep it lit.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
The Oliva family, makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars, and in 2014, the Serie V Melanio Figurado was crowned as #1 cigar in the world. The Serie V Melanio is known for its rich, big notes of leather, framed by a range of coffee, caramel, and woody intonations. So, always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Hey, cigar enthusiasts. Did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
This is a La Aurora issued public service announcement. The iconic lion has gone rogue. Breaking out of the original Dominican cigar factory is Untamed by La Aurora. Undoubtedly, one of their strongest cigars proves that not only can their factory provide flavorful sticks, but powerful as well. Taking a fantastic Dominican Nicaraguan blend and wrapping it with an oily Connecticut broadleaf wrapper creates a wild ride of flavor from start to finish. Be aware, this animal is extremely aggressive and should be approached with caution.
Swag Cigars, offering a cigar for you. From the medium-bodied Swag Puro Dominicano, the full-bodied Swag Black, and now the new Swag Brown Connecticut with a flavor profile not usually found in milder blends. The flavor profile takes you from creamy smoothness to a place no other milder cigar has ventured. Available in full grade sizes, shipping to stores near you in August 2015, and priced right. Boutique Blend Cigars. Blending is in our DNA.
Coots Cigars presents Miro, a balanced, complex cigar with dominant notes of earth and sweet cream complemented by cocoa, spice, and nuts. With fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras, and employing a beautiful Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, this medium to full-bodied cigar offers a delicious, bittersweet combination with an easy draw. With a rating of 91 by Cigar Snob magazine. Miro Cigars, presented by Coots. Available at tobacconist retailers nationwide. Coots.com. That's KUUTS.com.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Welcome back. This is Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe, being honest as ever.
You still can't come up with a good catchphrase, can you?
I'm working on it. It's been a slow morning for me, what can I say? And of course, with us, the lovely Aurora, our special guest from the Spearmint Rhino.
Thank you.
I can't believe they let you out in public like that. It's
She's not
felony.
wearing panties.
I know, right?
She told me she's not wearing panties either.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not actually even wearing a bra.
We have to have her on the show more.
I'm have to. And people ask me why I can't focus today.
What about the other 365 days?
I closed up today, just a slit.
Wow. Okay.
All right. We're in the middle of our Meet Your Maker
CLA Broadcasting is going to love this.
The nuts and bolts of the show. With us is Rainier Lorenzo of HVC Cigars. We've spent the first segment learning all about his history, his travel from Cuba legally, working for a genetics company, dropping out of med school in Cuba, and then crazily enough jumping into the cigar business. Lorenzo, thanks once again for being here.
Thank you guys.
So, question: did you show up on a boat or a plane?
No,
you flew.
You flew? Yes. Oh, okay. I was just curious.
So you met Eduardo in 2008. You started the company in 2011. You got the trade show in 2012. How many lines did you bring to market originally?
In 2011, I bring only one line. Was the HVC first selection, the city, It's medium body cigar.
And how many sizes did you first launch with?
Goes 2 size.
Really?
Yeah, 52 and 56.
52 and a 56.
Yep.
All right.
So, way to do it.
Absolutely. Not giving it, not totally trying to saturate and over get into it. So now, from then, it's been 4 years.
4 years.
How many lines are you bringing to market now?
3 regular lines right now.
3 regular production lines.
3 regular production lines, and then 3 limited editions.
3 and how? And so let's get into the regular productions here. I mean, what do you tell us about these regular production lines?
Good.
Yeah. After the city came out, the HVC Zero. The Zero is one of the older neighborhood in Havana. So I trade mild Zero, and then this medium to full body cigar. I use tobacco from Jalapa and Esteli region. Actually, like 75% Esteli. It's plus medium to full. We got a 199 wrapper, rich, a lot of flavor on.
And the other 2?
And then I launched this year was the IPCPR 2015. I did a special edition 2015 HVC Maduro wrapper.
Okay.
I was looking to the market
Mexican
San Andres from the Turan family.
Everybody's doing it.
It's really popular right now.
Absolutely.
And people love it.
San Andreas has been used for a long time. It's just everybody's starting to talk about it now. One of my first cigars I remember smoking, I'm going back to late 80s maybe, early 90s. But I remember it was just called San Andreas. It was a gold foiled Maduro cigar with the white writing on the foil. It said San Andreas. It was an expensive cigar too. I can't even remember who made it. I didn't even know I was ever going to get into cigars back. Then I was just starting. But San Andreas wrapper been used a long time, but everybody now is talking about it. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, these guys now, the Turan family, right now it's in the growing the best.
Oh, that's the best thing because the cigars that are coming out of Mexico. Yeah, I love the Trent family. They're great, but they couldn't use other tobacco to make their cigars there up until recently. So that's been a lot of their problem too. Also, they didn't have a diversity of tobacco they could use. They had some kind of weird law. They couldn't import tobacco to use to make cigars in Mexico.
Yeah.
So but that's the hard thing right there.
Absolutely. So you've got 3 regular production lines and 3 limited editions that you do yearly, quarterly?
Are those regular production limited editions or limited editions?
No, limited editions. Super limited editions.
Super limited?
I'm talking about like 200 boxes.
200 boxes.
So let me ask you something. What happens if you make 200 boxes and some guy like, Corona Cigars from Orlando comes into you and says, I'll buy 200. What do you do then?
No.
You say no?
No.
You say no?
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
Oh. I'm going to have to test that.
We gotta call him. We secretly private call him Star 69.
We'll call Jeff. We'll see if Jeff wants to do it. So, how it's once a year? What do you do?
Yeah, usually I get one exclusive for the IPCPR. That's the Vieja Cosecha. Last year I launched the Vieja Cosecha #1. Behind the Vieja Cosecha, I use 5 years aged tobacco from Aganorza. Actually, it's made at Raíces Cubana factory.
Oh, really? So it's not even made by...
It's not even made yet.
Really?
It's made at Raíces Cubana factory. The
which
limited
is,
edition.
of course, a very, very popular factory that a lot of different cigars come out of. And do you do 10 count, 20, 15 count?
20 count boxes, yeah.
20 count limited edition in one size.
And one size, yep.
And what does that usually retail for?
About $10.
$10?
Yeah.
Not
around
bad.
$10. Not bad.
So,
no.
what do you have on your regular production stuff? What are your price points there?
$8, $9, yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense for me for a young company to have a price 15, 14. I don't see that.
Right.
So
well, a lot of people, that's a very exclusive number you're trying to get into there. Especially when you're going to ask someone to spend $15 on a new company. I mean, what are you doing? This is Kiss My Ash Radio, Honest Abe, Adam K. the Brewmeister, and the lovely Aurora.
Oh, I had a quick question. Since I'm a drinker, what kind of liquor, beer, or what kind of alcohol goes best with your cigars? Or do you need a drink with them?
I mean, actually, for me, my first selection I really like with coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee?
Yeah, with coffee. It's a cigar that I smoke in the morning. Yeah, I really like with that one.
Why
yeah.
coffee?
La Victoria
Does it bring out the
Original.
flavor?
No, because it's like medium body cigar.
Yeah.
Like to start your day. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
whatever we go down.
So what cigar would you prefer? Since I'm a red wine drinker, what cigar do you prefer for me to smoke of yours with a glass of red wine?
I would recommend to you.
just gonna get it
The
over.
Maduro one.
The Maduro?
Yeah, the Maduro.
It was San Andreas
The
Maduro.
Maduro. Yeah.
Okay, just a little peer pressure.
So next time you're in, we'll make sure we pair you up that cigar with
what
some red
kind
wine.
of wine do you like?
Huh?
What kind of wine do you like?
Like a Merlot.
The red one.
Yeah, the red. All right.
Yeah, the red one.
We are here talking to Lorenzo
Maduro goes with the red
HVC
wine.
Cigars.
Great question.
So, Lorenzo, how often are you in Nicaragua, and how involved are you with the blending process? You meet a lot of guys, and they're hands-on for months at a time. And some guys are just like, they send me some samples, and I say I like this
Some
one.
guys are brand owners.
Yes.
They don't want to admit it, but that's what they are.
But how in-depth do you like to go to the blending process?
I'm really on this. That's one of my favorites on the blending the cigar. Yeah. Because what I like to do is I like to smoke leaf by leaf. Let's smoke this ligero, let's smoke this biso, let's smoke this seco.
You're saying you're smoking each type of leaf individually to get the flavor out of it.
Exactly.
Right.
To see what's going on in my palate. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like I talk to this in every shop. Like sometimes I think I'm confused because I don't blend for people. I blend for myself.
Right.
Something like I say, let's try for this. For example, I really like Chilamate Farm from the Ganosa. So let's see this year, what's going on, what bring on. If something satisfies my palate, we put something together. Sometimes it works, sometimes don't.
Right.
Simple as that.
Did you ever smoke them individually and think, wow, these are all great, and then put them together and it was terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
That happened.
Yeah.
Really, that happened.
You gotta experiment to find out.
It's when you put something together, I see like that, you say, well, but you got this kind of frame, they don't come together.
I think you should take Aurora down to Nicaragua and see if she could roll cigars.
She would be good with that.
If we put her in the factory, you think production would go down?
Yeah,
production would probably go down if you put her in the factory.
She would be good with that.
Probably.
This is why they had guys always reading to all of the rollers and everything.
But what really interesting is about the blending is sometimes you got some farms, they don't come together. You never got that experience, Harvey?
What do you mean by farms? They don't come together?
For example, you got this farm here, right here, and you got this farm right there, right? Great tobacco buff. Like you said, fermentation. And you want to put them together? No, not really. They don't come together when you want to try to do a blend.
You mean
the farmers won't sell you the tobacco to put the tobacco together, or
they won't work together.
When you visit, it won't work together.
It just won't work together.
Right. Yeah, no, it happens. I do that with food all the time. I see two foods I love, I'm like, wow, that'd be really good if I put it together. It's like, mistake.
This is why
fail.
French fries and ice cream.
Fail. Well, I don't know.
It's amazing.
Is it good?
It's
even
really
if
good.
you say, wow, but I really like this ligero from the farm, and I like this biso from the farm. Wow, they both.
But you put it together, it doesn't work. Yeah,
Certain farms do not work. All right, so Lorenzo,
great taste of great together.
You're a young guy starting out. Let's say I'm a retailer. There's hundreds of guys every day beating down the door. Why do I need to carry your cigars? What sets you apart from everybody
Great question.
else?
That's a good.
It show just got deep.
I think is you gotta smoke it. Simple as that. To me, is let us smoke it and see what is different. Why like you say, let me see how you can sell that. Has to be different. It's not different, it doesn't make sense.
He's saying the cigar does enough speaking for itself.
You know what? Sometimes
Good answer.
that's all it really needs.
I told my customer, like, people say, well, it's about relationship at the end of the day, but it's not. We can be really good friends, but if the cigar is bad, it's going to be bad.
I don't carry a lot of my good friend cigars. Sometimes it's not. You're right.
It's as simple as that.
Cigars
the cigar
gotta
has
sell.
to be for themselves.
Yeah,
they gotta sell. I mean, you can handle a cigar one time. You can recommend them.
The problem is, honestly, in today's market, the quality of cigars is not the only factor that makes it sell, and that's the problem.
It's the
I mean, not just in our market. I think it's probably a lot of markets. I mean, let's face it, everybody knows that Rolex aren't the best watches in the world and whatnot, and
but
that's
they
the
buy it
problem.
because it's popular.
It's the image.
The other thing, consistency too. Consistency.
Well, that's the thing too, because I mean, this is such an artisan product made by hand. From basically seedling to finished product, it's very easy for consistency to go south real quick, and that's another problem too. It's not like putting nuts and bolts together in a factory.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Fantastic. Lorenzo, we have to thank you for being here today. It's been fascinating
Do you
getting
have a
to know
website?
you.
People can find more
HVC
information?
Cigars.
HVC Cigars.
I'm working on right now.
Oh, you're working on it. Okay, great.
If people want to find out, you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
HVC Cigars, yeah.
So make sure you search all social media for HVC Cigars. You can find out more about Lorenzo, where to find his products, and the HVC Cigars website will be coming through. Once again, Lorenzo, thanks for being here on Kiss My Ash Radio and giving our listeners an insight into HVC Cigars and everything else. Absolutely. It's been fantastic. When we come back, we're going to talk beer. We're going to talk to John. We're going to talk John Rayner and all kinds of other fascinating things as we tried to cut out early. Good job.
We got another special guest who just walked in. We're going to get him on, too.
Oh, excellent.
Absolutely.
This is what we like. More great stuff is going to keep happening.
One of my former mentors.
All day long.
And the radio.
This is what we do. We hope you're keeping it lit out there all across America. More great stuff will keep coming through right here on Kiss My Ash Radio.
Follow us on Twitter at KissMyAshRadio. Yes, it's mandatory.
WSWN Belgrade, Palm Beach, Jupiter.
Taste in cigars, as in all things, is largely a matter of personal preference. Quality, on the other hand, can be held to measurable standards. The De Crossier brand embodies excellence, crafted using time-honored old-world traditions that date back to the 19th century. From the minute you light one of our fine cigars, you will savor what has been called by many the best-kept secret in the cigar industry. This message has been approved by Santana Diaz, candidate for 2016 Cigar of the Year.
Voted the #1 gentleman's club worldwide. The Spearmint Rhino is Palm Beach County's most exclusive hotspot. Celebrate Tito on a Thursday, every Thursday, 8 p.m. till close. And enjoy 2-for-1 Avion margaritas, bucket special, Skitos bottle special, and complimentary taco bar from 9 p.m. till midnight. Every Monday, Spearmint Rhino is uncovered with free entry during the game. Bucket and bottle specials and $5 Jameson shots. Located on Okeechobee and Military Trail, come see us at the Spearmint Rhino, the premier upscale gentleman's club.
WSWN Belgrade, the new 900 AM, the talk of the Palm Beaches, and online at 900thetalk.com.
CBS News, Unjin Taylor. It is the Paris Agreement.
There will be no putting this off. There will be no possible postponement. The decisive agreement for the planet is here and now.
French President Hollande, through an interpreter, an historic global climate accord is not yet a done deal. CBS News correspondent Elaine Cobb in Paris.
France's president went to the conference to urge the 195 negotiators to sign the deal and change the world. But the talks are continuing right to the end. This would be the first global agreement on climate change. It would lock nations into keeping the rise in global temperatures well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial times, a threshold scientists say is an absolute minimum to avoid catastrophic climate changes. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Confirmation arson at the Islamic Center of Palm Springs, California. CBS's Steve Futterman.
Federal officials have now entered this investigation. Authorities say all signs point to this being an intentional act, and they say it's very possible this is some sort of retaliation following the San Bernardino killings.
The fire contained a small building front lobby, no one injured. Update on the investigation into the San Bernardino terrorists now from CBS News correspondent John Blackstone.
Law enforcement officials tell CBS News they've examined Farouk and Malik's cell phones, but they've been unable to access certain data because the phones had built-in encryption.
Powerful Pacific Northwest storms moving inland, where it is already plenty wet. CBS's David Begnaud is in Oregon on Mount Hood.
Almost a week's worth of rain sent rivers tumbling over their banks in Oregon. Dozens of cars were left submerged when the swollen Tualatin River near Portland cascaded into a scrapyard. The damage in the Pacific Northwest is adding up. At least $20 million worth in Oregon and Washington state. Much of it to highways left impassable by landslides.
The Prince and the Donald, and the latest from CBS's Larry Miller.
One of the richest men in the Arab world, Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, tweeted Donald Trump is a disgrace to America and should give up his presidential ambitions because he'll never win. Trump shot back, calling the prince dopey and accusing him of trying to use what he called daddy's money to control U.S. politicians. This exchange sparked a heated war of words in the Twitter sphere. One dismissed Trump as merely a clown. Another asked the prince, how many non-Muslims have you given Saudi citizenship? Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
He would have been 100 today, so the Hoboken Historical Museum dedicating a new plaque honoring its most famous native son.
Those fingers in my hair that slide, come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft.
Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes, the chairman of the board, in Hoboken, known as Slacksy O'Brien because he dressed so well. This is CBS News.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 6 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the second year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
You ever wonder where really old airplanes go when their flying days are over?
Southern Arizona's Pinal Air Park is an international boneyard for civilian aircraft.
We've probably got about 15 different countries represented.
In fact, about 125 aging jetliners, most destined to be salvaged for spare parts, sit quietly in a rust-free environment. Among them, DC-9, 747-200 series aircraft, and DC-10s. Air Park spokesperson Greg Emerson says if only they could talk.
It's a piece of metal, but the people that worked on them, people that were carried by these airframes, they all have a story to tell.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News, Marana, Arizona.
5 years ago, a 10-year-old Swiss boy turned in a 1,000 Swiss franc banknote that he found in the street. 5 years later, no one's claimed the note, worth a little more than $1,000, so the very same note now belongs to the now 15-year-old boy, who is described as being very happy about it. I'm Jim Taylor, CBS News.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Call Quicken Loans now to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 6 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the second year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish and see what real value is. Call 877-249-6988. You can also save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Call 877-249-6988. Programming starting as little as $29.99, plus access to thousands of movies and TV shows. Stream to your TV, smartphone, or tablet. Call 877-249-6988. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get Dish today.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Welcome back. This is Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister, and unfortunately, I'm, like the song says, all by myself. All by myself. It's fantastically wonderful. Because John wasn't prepared earlier in the show, we were not able to discuss the new poll question. For those of you who missed it, we were discussing our old poll question: what holiday release do you look forward to the most? And of course, Arturo Fuentes on Yeho came out first, followed closely by the Illusion Singulare, which hopefully should be here in just a couple of days. But the new poll question is, what would be your ideal Christmas gift this year? A vacation? Guns? Cigars? A kid?
A kid.
Or a divorce?
I got 4. Well, you have to specify in the divorce. Is that like a costly divorce or a easy out divorce?
That might also be. Or would you like an animal or a pet of some kind?
I know guys who stay divorced just because it's going to cost too much to get divorced.
100% true. Absolutely. That is what's there.
Why did we start the show so early after the break?
We didn't.
I was with Aurora. We're outside.
Having way too much fun.
I tell you, she's a pretty witty kid.
Absolutely, she's fantastic.
Pretty funny.
I wonder where she's off to now. All right, so let's say we find out now what's in a box.
We got a box. We got a box.
What? I'm gonna open it. Oh, what's in the box?
Let's ask Honest Abe. Cigar News.
Cigar News, December 12th, 2015. Matilda Tabacalera Palma has gained another client as Matilda Cigar Company has announced it's moving its production to the Hochi Blanco factory. There's no specific timetable for when the consumers will begin seeing the Tabacalera Palma produced cigars. They recently released the Matilda Oscura, which was one of our favorites from the trade show this year.
Absolutely.
Solid. Great smoke.
Great cigar.
And it'll be the first to make the journey from the La Romana to the Tamboril. And Ceja said it is a function of how quickly and the current supply of Matilda Oscura sell at retail. Matilda's debut line, the Renacer, will also move to the Tabacalera Palma, though it will be after the first of the year. Neither blend will change, and the Quesada Cigars will still handle distribution of the line. Matilda's existing factory, Tabacalera Matilde, will remain open, with Ceja saying it will continue to be a destination for visitors in the La Romana area as they welcome approximately 50,000 people a year. The factory will maintain an exhibition team that will show visitors the complete cigar making process.
Absolutely fascinating and good for Jose Cejas and Enrique and everybody over there at Matilde. Perdomo at the 2015 IPCPR. Perdomo showed off the Factory Tour blend, and now it's finally going to hit U.S. retailers. The Factory Tour was inspired, as the name suggests, by Perdomo's 15 years of factory tours and special cigars out of the Nicaraguan factory.
I did that tour early in my career.
I
probably close to 12,
that's you
14.
in the field that's in one of the stores, right?
Yeah. That was probably about 13 years ago.
Yeah, that's a young-looking Abe there.
Yeah, well, still was bald.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. Oftentimes, they ask if the blend roll will ever come to market, and now is the chance, and it's going to be rolled in 3 different wrappers. It's going to be available in Connecticut, Maduro, and Sun-Grown. The Connecticut uses Ecuadorian Connecticut from Jalapa. Nicaraguan fillers and binders will be in every single one of these cigars. Prices will range from $6 to $7.50. That sweet spot that Perdomo loves to talk about.
Smart man. Mm-hmm. La Serena this week. La Serena, I guess she's still making cigars, huh?
Apparently.
Oh, sounds so much better. What did you do?
Press down.
Nice.
Okay.
Well done.
Bad?
Nope. Like it the other way. There you go. Just don't move. Its newest limited edition made for a friend of the Dikowicz family. Dikowicz obviously being her family and her father, Danny Dikowicz. In honor of Paris Giannopoulos' 50th birthday, the company has produced the Paris Reserve 2015. It measures 6 by 65 using a Dominican HVA wrapper, Dominican Criollo binder, and Dominican Nicaraguan fillers. Suggested retail pricing is $13 per cigar, not cheap, and will be limited to 300 boxes of only 5 cigars. It should begin shipping next week, and I'm going to assume that's being made at the La Zona factory.
That would probably be a good bet. That is where all the other La Serena products are being made. La Atelier released the Côte d'Or in March. The company plans to ship the follow-up now, Le Atelier Côte d'Or La Taché. It'll be a 5.5 by 50-inch Robusto version of the Côte d'Or blend using the same Ecuadorian Cinq de Spiritus wrapper found in the La Atelier Selección Especial, and Nicaraguan fillers, including Pelo de Oro, and, of course, a lot of other fantastic things. It, of course, will be made by the Garcia family, and will be a high-priced $16.
Nice.
And that's all that's in the news today.
Should we talk about our special guest sitting in the studio?
Absolutely we should.
This is a very special guest, to me personally especially.
I know, and
a guy headset on for a guy
a guy I've known since 2007.
That long?
Yes.
Wow.
That's going back to his real estate days.
Wow. You were in real estate?
Yeah, that was before I had
How did that work out for you?
It was great until everything, of course, went downhill, and then I had to find something else to do in my
The
life.
Comedy Clash?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It was good.
In the studio, this is Joe Ranieri, a very well-known radio host here in South Florida.
You can hear him on 9:40 a.m. every single day.
6:40, but that's all right.
Who's up at 6:40?
No, the station is 6:40?
Yeah, 6:40 Sports.
6:40 Sports. Yeah. Joe actually was my mentor, inspiration on Kiss My Ash Radio. We had started out on Clear Channel station here in South Florida, and we did 13 weeks there and realized the show was actually getting really popular. We needed more than an hour. They didn't want to give us another hour unless we went like earlier, starting like at 8 a.m., which we didn't want to do.
Nobody wants to be up at 8 a.m. and talk about cigars.
Joe was not only a radio personality, but also as a musician and
Yes.
an avid cigar smoker. Used to come in and get cigars from us. Knew about the situation and brought us over to CVU Radio at the time, and actually was the first guy who spent any time trying to teach me anything, to try to teach me anything about radio and rejoining and setting and how to talk on the air.
So this is all my fault.
It's all your fault.
My fault. Gotcha. Okay.
You take all the blame.
Yeah.
What do you think from the days we used to sit on that side of the glass and listen to the show? I mean, it's been a couple of years.
It's got to be, 4 years, 4 years now?
It's been that long
It's
since
been that
you
long.
left CVU?
Yeah,
Wow.
about 4.5 years ago. So
Wow.
it's been that long. It's crazy how time flies. No, it's amazing to see what you guys have done here, man. You embrace technology. You got a room full of people. You got guests every week. It's the way it's growing. I couldn't be happier for you guys, man. You're killing it.
Thank you very much. In fact, we're going to announce now on the air, effective January 9th, Kiss My Ash Radio will be coming to Atlanta.
Oh,
yes,
that's
folks.
right.
The Atlanta market will be embracing Kiss My Ash Radio 9:20 a.m. The Answer in Atlanta. So January 9th will be our first episode airing in Atlanta. So.
Everybody in Atlanta, make sure you check it out and stay tuned. More information will be out there, all the way out there on Twitter for Kiss My Ash Radio and on Facebook. And, of course, the ever-popular
social media.
Kiss My Ash Radio website, which is fantastic and recently updated.
This has been recently updated. So what are you up to nowadays, Joe?
That's it. Just talking sports, man. Living the dream. That's it.
Now, sports is that you used to do like a morning show.
Yeah, now that sucked. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Getting up at 3:30 in the morning every day and doing that grind for about 6 years was terrible. You sleep in shifts, by the time you get home, it's 11, 12 o'clock, and you're like, okay, I'm going back to bed.
Seems like a real job now.
It's awful. So now I get to sleep till 9 o'clock. I get up, what's going on in the world of sports, do the show from 3 to 7, then I get to go home and start drinking and watching sports again.
That's great.
Yeah, and I don't have to talk about Kim Kardashian
No, please
or
don't.
placenta or anything along those lines, so I don't have to deal with any of that.
Speaking of sports, I'm going to be in the owner's box this afternoon. I'm flying up to Baltimore.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Going to watch any tips for the Ravens? I should tell the owner.
Oh, this just in, they lost. I don't know. You might as well just not even bother going. They didn't. Wow. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know if you know that.
It's about the experience more than the actual win.
No, two words. Match up. That's all you got to say. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're having a rough year.
Yeah, it is. That's all right. They'll be back next year, though.
Well, I tell you what. One thing is, Steve's a winner, man. He wants to find a way to win, so he'll do whatever he can.
Could be worse. It could be Cleveland.
No.
Hey, at least we're not talking
Which he was at one point.
Well, I know. God, missed that one.
Just a little bit. It worked out quite all right.
So what cigars are you smoking nowadays?
I just had one last night. The Kentucky
Fire Cured.
Oh my!
State.
Oh my!
Oh, if our boy Jared's still on Periscope, he'll be happy.
Wow, that was amazing. That's one of the nicest cigars I've had in a long time.
It's a new trend that started about 3 years ago of fire cured, Kentucky style tobacco.
Beautiful.
2.5. It's this new vein of things they're trying to come out with and rebranding, and not just basic fire curing tobacco, and now you got the American barrel age and everything. So it's all kinds of great stuff that's out there.
Great, man. I was thoroughly impressed with that. Really smooth.
Cool. Neat stuff. Awesome.
We have had Joe Ranieri. Joe, it's been a pleasure having you. We greatly appreciate you taking the time to stop by.
It was good to see you guys, man.
I know. We hope you come by more often, would you?
I have champagne, and I'm good to go. So, yeah, I got a cigar and champagne.
Champagne, cigar, beautiful woman. You're morning.
I'm done, dude. That's good, man.
Downhill from here.
Just go back to bed.
It's not going to get any better over there. I'm going to be curled up in the corner in a minute, man. Enjoy.
Because you're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio. We're going to have a whole lot more as we keep it going with Aurora, Honest Abe, and, of course, Adam K., the Brewmeister. We're going to have John Reiner, moderator for Cigar Federation. We're going to talk about what's possibly new in the humidor and my personal favorite topic, beer. Keep it lit.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
This is Eric Espinoza, and over the years, many cigar aficionados have enjoyed my highly rated brands. 601, Murcielago. In the spirit of continuing improvement, I have purchased my own factory, La Zona, in rich and fertile tobacco region of Esteli, Nicaragua. After almost 2 decades in the cigar industry, I have created a brand I finally feel is worthy of my name. Espinoza cigars are made with only the finest tobaccos, hand-selected and aged to perfection. Our cigars are bold in flavor, yet refined to the palate. Look for Espinoza Cigars at your nearest fine tobacconist. For more information, visit EspinozaCigars.com.
If you created the Aging Room Small Batch Cigar line, the highest-rated boutique cigar brands of our times, what would you do next? Well, if you're Rafael Nodal from Boutique Blend Cigars, you would combine your 3 most important passions of your life, Cuba, music, and cigars, and create a new classic, La Boheme Cigars. La Boheme is Rafael's take on the golden age of Cuban cigars. A medium-bodied cigar, rich in flavors, reminiscent of the island he left 35 years ago in a small boat with his family. Smoke La Boheme today. Blending is in our DNA.
Keeping Cuba's most coveted traditions for 3 generations, the legend continues with San Lotano. With signature blends by A.J. Fernandez available in a smooth and creamy Connecticut, a hearty, rich San Andreas box press, Maduro, and a robust, full-bodied Habano. A.J. Fernandez continues the legacy with his new creation, the prestigious San Lotano Oval. Using ultra-premium aged tobacco that takes a whole new shape and balance, the San Lotano Oval is now available in both a Maduro and Habano wrapper. Visit your local tobacconist today and ask for San Lotano Cigars by A.J. Fernandez.
The A. Flores signature cigar brands out of the PDR Cigar Factory in the Dominican Republic are a must-have for every cigar connoisseur. Whether you smoke the A. Flores Serie Privada, the AFR 75 Edmundo, or the Flores Y. Rodriguez 10th Anniversary Reserva Limitada, you will find yourself experiencing truly unique cigars that set new standards for superior construction, smooth draws, and flavor complexity. Visit your nearest tobacconist and ask for the fine cigars of Abe Flores, the hottest boutique cigar maker in the industry.
When you light a Davidoff cigar, you set aglow the richest tradition of cigar making in the world. You release craftsmanship achieved by our investment in that most precious of commodities, time. The time it takes to create a Davidoff cigar as it passes through 600 hands before it arrives in yours. The time it takes to age and mature the tobacco which fills a Davidoff cigar, sometimes as much as 10 years. The time it takes to hand-pick, hand-roll, and then carefully hand-check each individual cigar before it is fit to wear the legendary Davidoff white band. In every second of enjoyment, there are decades of experience. In every way, it is time beautifully filled.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
Named after the most interesting man in the cigar world, the Nestor Miranda Special Selection is carefully made in Esteli, Nicaragua, using only the finest Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. The cigar is oily to the touch and is second to none in construction. Available in both a dark, spicy, sweet Oscuro wrapper and a bold, full-bodied Rosado wrapper. For the tobacconist nearest you offering Nestor Miranda cigars, visit MiamiCigarAndCompany.com.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Welcome back. This is Kiss My Ash Radio. I am not Honest Abe.
You almost said it.
I know.
You almost said it.
Can I be Honest Adam, the Brewmeister?
You're so not honest.
So true. With me, the actual Honest Abe.
Ahoy.
And of course, the lovely Aurora.
Brutally honest, Aurora.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we're very happy about that.
Really honest.
Thank you.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. Just making it all so wonderful.
Is she almost over? We're out of champagne.
We are.
We should have brought 2 bottles, and I even thought about that as I was picking it up this morning.
Lightweight. We're one bottle of champagne. Such a
What do you
lightweight.
think? We put it away.
Come on, son. Adam don't know how to party.
Yeah.
That's so true.
We take him on road trips. He's
Partying downtown.
He's like the log with a handle.
10 o'clock is my bedtime. I'm sorry. I just have to hit it.
Trust me, 9 o'clock's mine.
9 a.m.
Every week.
Tonight, yeah.
You're AM. This is PM.
Yeah.
Every now and then we like to invite a blogger to be a part of a show to tell us a little bit about their site and everything else that is going on in the cigar blog world. Nope, not there. All right.
Intro? I actually like the blogger intro.
Yeah.
Almost. Nothing? No.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Ah, the sun is so bright!
Blogger's Corner.
And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
Now be nice. These guys don't get out too much.
The sun is 66 days.
This week, for the Blogger's Corner, we have invited John Reiner, moderator of Cigar Federation. John, welcome to Kiss My Ash Radio. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate the invite.
Absolutely.
You guys this morning having a blast.
Most definitely, we certainly are.
As every Saturday morning should be.
Mm-hmm. So, tell us, how did you get involved with Cigar Federation, and what are some of your responsibilities?
Well, I was running my own site about, I guess it'd be 3 years ago now, and, running a site, and I'm sure running a show, it's a lot of moving parts. You require a lot of effort, and at the time I wasn't really interested in running the site myself, just providing content. Unfortunately, the gentleman who was running my site, he had other commitments, and right about that same time, Logan approached me and said, how would you like to come and come over to Cigar Federation, which that was perfect timing for me because I was about ready to just give up on doing it. So I've been with Cigar Federation about 2.5 years, and my responsibilities have kind of grown over the last few years. I started just kind of doing reviews, and if you watch our IPCPR coverage, I've kind of graduated to audio guy, video guy, and so I kind of
running the show again.
No, exactly where you didn't really want to end up. So, it's coming to the end of the year, and everybody likes to put out their top list of all their cigars of the year, the new cigars of the year, great cigars they smoked, high ratings of cigars this year. What are some of your top cigars of the year, and what are you guys going to be talking about as we come to close out the year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is kind of one of the most exciting times of the year where we kind of see where everything lands. For me, I think number one, and it was kind of a clear winner, was the Work Done Ronaldo, the 2015 release. I'm
hearing a lot of hype about that, especially from a couple other bloggers, friends of ours. Interesting.
I think Kyle's using magic pixie dust in his tobacco. I think that's what the secret is for sure.
It very well could be. Or it just might be, Arsenio's got some kind of magic touch he's working on over there. What else has stood out and will make a list for you?
For myself, the Eric's new Espinosa Especial, or the Special as Logan called it.
I actually shared one. I actually shared one of those when I was in his factory last Sunday, a week ago. And we stopped by, me and the family were in Miami. We stopped by his factory. We had lunch over there. Yeah, we were there. You didn't see a picture of Asher giving Eric a high five? Oh, it's a great picture.
I haven't seen that.
But he gave us such a solid stick. Good choice.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
And what else? How could I forget the Jericho Hill? That little bunch. We did a group review of that, and people were kind of going gaga.
Really interesting, Jericho Hill. So obviously, you're wearing a lot of hats for Cigar Federation. What are some of the things you guys are going to do in the new year to help pump up the site, get more people in, and just continue to grow?
Well, we've been pushing our audio podcast, so we've been taking. Of course, we've got all these live shows. We've got the Cigar Chat. We've got Sharing Our Pairings. We've got Pipe Dummies. We've got What Habano. So it's a lot of live shows, and we've kind of been converting those into podcasts to engage a lot of our listeners who just either don't want to see our ugly mugs or would rather tune in and listen in the vehicle. So that's been a big initiative for us, and I think we're going to keep pushing our IPCPR video coverage, and we're going to try and step up our game this year. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that, and who knows? We might expand our show list to add another show. You never know.
Wow, that's really taking it up another level.
Yep.
So any interesting reviews or cigars you're looking forward to smoking in the next couple of weeks, or just putting reviews up that our listeners can look forward to?
Well, there's two kind of coming up. We've got the Luchador El Gringo, which I think is coming on Tuesday, and then I got a nice little Christmas bomb in the mail with the El Wednesday, which I have not had a chance to smoke. That's, since the IPCPR, that's been at the top on the list to try out, so that's, I can't wait. That's going to be a special review, I think.
You need to get on that, because that is a fantastic cigar. We were just talking to Nickel last week, who gave us all the insights, and absolutely for him it is definitely a passion of love, and he has put a lot of heart and soul into that, and I know you're going to absolutely enjoy the El Wednesday.
Fantastic. And then in 2 weeks, Rob and I are doing our 50th Sharing Our Pairing episode, so,
very cool.
That's a big one for us.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, John, I really want to thank you for being here, putting the time in, and giving our listeners some insights on everything that's going on over at Cigar Federation. Keep up the good work. I'm sure we'll talk to you again in the near future.
Appreciate it, Adam. You guys have a fantastic Saturday. Thanks for having me on.
Doing my best. We will keep it going. All right, as we come back, we're going to do a brew review. We're going to see who belongs.
Crack open these beers?
Absolutely. We're already out of champagne, so we got to go with that. We're going to have to light up some beers. I'm going to tell you all about what we're going to talk about. It's going to be a great holiday special as we continue this fantastic 190th episode of Kiss My Ash Radio. Can you believe it's really been that many? You never know. But keep it lit.
You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
The Oliva family, makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars, and in 2014, the Serie V Melanio Figurado was crowned as #1 cigar in the world. The Serie V Melanio is known for its rich, big notes of leather, framed by a range of coffee, caramel, and woody intonations. So, always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality.
Congratulations, champ, on winning your exhibition fight. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to smoke one of these amazing Leaf by Oscar cigars.
You mean Leaf by Oscar?
That's what I said, Leaf by Oscar.
It's called Leaf by Oscar, and yes, they are amazing cigars.
See, now you're making me mad. I just want to enjoy my Leaf by Oscar cigar, but you're making fun of me.
It's called Leaf by Oscar.
That's 2 knockouts. Now I get to smoke 2 Leaf by Oscar cigars.
That's Leaf by Oscar.
I smoke Padilla. Hear me roar. Living in this land of political freedom, Ernesto and Carlos Padilla, the sons of the lion-hearted writer and poet Alberto Padilla, once imprisoned by the Castro government and whose forefathers grew tobacco in our beloved Cuba, are proudly blending cigars that continue the magnificent Cuban traditions of cigar making. Visit your local tobacconist and ask for the unique smoking experience that is Padilla. 1 puff of Padilla and you'll roar too.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros, now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in Sun-Grown or Maduro.
Voted the #1 gentleman's club worldwide. The Spearmint Rhino is Palm Beach County's most exclusive hotspot. Celebrate Tito on a Thursdays, every Thursday, 8 p.m. till close. And enjoy 2-for-1 Avion margaritas, bucket special, Skitos bottle special, and complimentary taco bar from 9 p.m. till midnight. Every Monday, Spearmint Rhino is uncovered with free entry during the game. Bucket and bottle specials and $5 Jameson shots. Located on Okeechobee and Military Trail, come see us at the Spearmint Rhino, the premier upscale gentleman's club.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, the ever-popular Honest Abe himself.
Ahoy,
and the extremely popular Aurora.
And hot.
Who just, you know, drop dead looking. Hey,
she's so hot, and John, like, put the camera in an angle where all the microphones basically block her, and you can't even see her on Periscope.
Good job, John. Good job.
Well done.
Yeah. If you're not tuning in, make sure you're following us on Periscope. You can just click the link right off our Twitter feed at KissMyAshRadio. And, of course, check out all the great content that John occasionally puts up in a timely manner on Facebook at Kiss My Ash Radio. He's not even paying attention anymore. It's not even working. All right, so it's time for my personal favorite part of the show. We're going to talk about beer now.
We got so drunk we put brick in a refrigerator box and threw him off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
He's traveled the world to find the best beers around. And by world, we mean the closest liquor store. It's Adam K's Brew Review.
So, you know, it being the holiday time of year, I figured we'd go with the Winter Classic holiday-themed beers this week.
What makes a beer holiday-themed? Just curious.
All right. Well, basically, a lot of it has to do...
What do you think would make a beer holiday-themed, Aurora?
I don't know. I guess, like, say, like, Halloween,
peppermint?
they had, like...
Peppermint beer?
I don't know. That doesn't sound too appetized.
Well,
like, Oktoberfest beer was actually good.
But that's, like... Not holiday.
Yeah,
that's
like holiday.
That's
yeah, maybe, I don't know. I can't think of, like, mint beer?
Well, not necessarily. But you remember the holiday-themed Saison I gave you last year when we were meeting with Pete?
I don't know why it's called holiday-themed.
Well, basically because it's a lot of the ingredients. And what you're looking at is, there's a couple of different categories. You have winter warmers, or just winter lagers are very popular, and things that are usually done at this time of year. What makes it a winter lager is it's usually a very light, clear, almost like a very, very light ale, but it's really not.
Is it the time of year that the stuff can be grown?
Not necessarily, but...
so I'm still trying to get what makes it a holiday beer.
The other part is...
Is it just when they distribute it?
It's when they distribute it.
It's a holiday beer.
It's
marketing at its best, once again.
It's a white ale named for that. So, that, you know, it's a white ale.
Is the beer actually white?
Well, it's almost. It's very, very light.
Like yellow?
Yes.
Yeah, not much.
All right, but anyway,
that was called Zima.
Right. Well, we're going to start with the Bell's Christmas Ale.
Do you remember Zima? Are you too young?
I remember the commercials. Richard Lewis was in them.
You ever have a Zima in your life?
I never did. No, I was too young for Zimas. Yeah, we're going to start with the Bell's Christmas Ale.
Okay.
This. Here you go, Aurora.
Thank you.
Now, if you look at this, what we have here is a very dark complexity, so it's a little bit different.
Are you giving Joe the bottle?
Yeah, Joe. He's got a couple of glasses in front of him.
No, I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's got like 3 more over there.
Some mimosa.
Yeah, Joe, feel free to pour in there.
This would be great.
All right. This is almost on the next category of what I was going to get into. It's on the level of what we like to refer to as barley wines. Barley wines are also very popular to have at this time of year. It's usually a 13% alcohol by volume, so it's a very, very potent. It's a little bit under what you would say from like a normal wine, but it's got a very high malt bill.
Yeah, definitely.
And and that's exactly what you're getting there. You're getting a lot of the malts. It's not very hoppy, but it's excessively large amounts of just malt. It's very thick. It's where you fit into that winter warmer category of it's giving you something that just nourishes and builds you up and kind of like warms the soul, if you will.
I feel warm already.
Fantastic. It's what we do. It's fantastic.
What's the alcohol content on that?
5.5.
Solid.
Solid.
It is a solid 5.5, so it's not as high as like those barley wines, but you're getting a very high malt bill.
Yes.
So you're getting a very rich creaminess that comes out of that beer. All right, so next we'll go over...
Thumbs up, Joe? You like it? Like it. Joe likes it.
Absolutely. It's the Bell's Christmas Ale. It's from one of my favorite breweries from Comstock, Michigan.
Ah, no wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Michigan
yeah.
boy. He's
You
a
have to
Michigan
rep.
boy. He's a Michigan boy. He's right.
Oh, yeah. Gotta rep your hometowns. All right. Next, we'll go with the Calm Before the Storm. This is from Ballast
Isn't
Point.
Michigan State in a bowl?
They are in the national
Florida
title. They're in
Gators?
No, Michigan State is one of the 4 finalists in the national title.
Right.
Which would be interesting to talk. I'd like to hear Joe's opinions on that. I'm sure he's had to go all kinds of that.
When you're ready, let's hear it.
We'll go the beer. I'll tell you the real winner.
Ah, there we go.
Ah, there we go.
Man.
All right, Ballast Point. I'm sure, Aurora, you're really going to enjoy
That's bitter.
this. This is a cream ale with vanilla and coffee notes to it.
Really?
So basically, it's a little bit on the darker side. It's going to have a little bit more of that fruity flavor, but it's still a little bit not as light as like a normal one. But it's still,
she lit up.
It's it's what I would definitely refer to as a bit of more of a girly beer.
Yeah, that's
it's not
what I
something
say.
I would normally go after because it doesn't
I would
have
say
any of that.
specifically for the holidays.
Right.
Yes.
It has those kind of like holiday cheer themed
Oh, I like that.
in the palate. Absolutely.
Skull.
Ballast Point is known for doing a lot of skull-like things.
It all tastes the same. I don't get it.
Cream ale with coffee and vanilla.
Yeah, so you're
That's
getting a lot of those notes in there that
I
go
got
with
to
the
lie. I
coffee.
actually did get a little hint of coffee and vanilla.
You did, yeah.
At the
coffee
very
does,
end.
yeah.
I got it at the very end.
It does hit you at the end. It
Exactly.
Really
With
does.
this
Starts out like piss and goes out like coffee
That's
vanilla.
it.
It's also 5.5.
Another
percentage.
fiver.
Yeah.
It's another 5.5.
So are they all 5.5?
Well, not these.
Well, like, well,
These first two that I chose specifically were, so they're in that very low alcohol volume range. Yes, 5.5 is the low. If you want a high, you're looking at 10%.
Well, you can
They make
just
beers at 10% nowadays?
Oh.
They do?
Yeah.
10% alcohol by volume?
When?
Yeah.
Like, well, your
I'm not a
standard
big beer guy.
Your
so.
standard Chimay and your Belgian ales, those usually come out of much higher alcohol volume. It's usually in between the 8.5
What's
and
the
10.
highest alcohol content that a beer can be? Does it change? Does it become like not a beer then?
Yeah, that's exactly where we were talking about when we mentioned barley wine earlier.
Yeah.
At 13%, that's when you're out of really the beer range and you're almost
A lager?
You're out of lager's a style.
Okay, so what happens when it goes over 13% alcohol?
If you go over 13%,
become something else?
It's still technically a beer because it's as long as it's made in the style. If it's
Right.
using grains, wheats, and it's brewed in a standard brewing style, but to get up that high, you have to throw a ton of grain in there.
Exactly.
They do have a 20 to 25% beer. It's yeah.
Nuh-uh.
It actually comes.
Got a Bacardi 151.
Yeah, it also comes in a dead squirrel.
What?
That's the
They
name
use
of the
dead
beer.
squirrel? Or?
It actually it's a bottle that has been taxidermied from a dead squirrel.
Oh, that sounds
Are you
delicious.
kidding me?
No, and it's like 25% alcohol by volume.
A dead
Wait,
squirrel.
so they took a dead squirrel and made a beer bottle out of it?
Well, they put a bottle in the squirrel, but
So
they taxidermied the squirrel.
The
Put the bill.
squirrel is actually outside the bottle
Yes.
when you buy it.
Yes.
Marketing.
Delicious.
What?
Marketing department.
It's like
Genius.
$75 per
Great for
bottle.
those that live in the acreage.
You
They love that beer.
You can't think about it. 'Cause you know how
Makes them
all
feel
the,
at home.
all the dead animals are killed on the
100%.
road? It's made into like makeup and foundation. That's why all the animals you see a dead animal on the road. That's why it's picked up so quick because they use it for makeup. They use it for everything.
Really?
So now they're gonna just stick a bottle inside a squirrel?
Were you telling me you're wearing like dead possum right now? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't even know. Maybe rodents.
Rodents.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you're going to go, you might as well get a bottle of beer shafted down your throat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, finally, we're going to talk about the Magic Hat Snow Roller.
I
This
hear a lot about Magic Hat, actually.
Magic Hat is a very up-and-coming brewery. It is very popular. This is a little bit more. This is another one with a very high malt bill. This is 6.5% by volume, so it's a little bit more. Yes, that one right there. It's not going to have the flavor notes you got from the last one. It's going to be a lot of maltiness, not so much from the hop, but you're just going to get a very thick creaminess to it. See, now this is in that winter warmer category because it's really just going to
I make that
warm
face all
you
the time
up.
when I drink beer.
Definitely not Aurora's favorite.
No, no light up there.
I'm going to have to say, so Aurora definitely preferred the cream ale.
Actually, yes, the first one.
No,
Oh.
that's the second one.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
like the
I
Christmas
got
ale.
4 different beers and yes, Christmas ale.
Just
yes.
keep drinking. Just
Yes.
keep going.
It all tastes the same
Yeah,
at
that's
the
it.
end.
Go, girl.
Yeah, but these two are you can definitely tell the difference and they have their own distinct flavors.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you a beer guy, Joe?
Yes, no, I enjoy this. This is a brown ale, and I can definitely get into this.
Yes, it's very much a hoppy brown ale. You're going to have a higher malt bill than most normal ales, and you're going to get a lot of just maltiness that really comes out of all the grains.
Let's just say the last one is not a woman drink, not a phenomenon drink.
Yes, it's not a phenomenon.
I completely understand. That makes an absolute whole lot of sense.
Yes.
So
check, please.
Check, please.
Yes.
Fantastic. So make sure if you got any interesting things out there, check it out. We will post photos of all of these on our Facebook page. Make sure you get out there, try some seasonal holiday beers while you can, and see which some of your
Who's posting them on Facebook?
John.
From way in there?
No, he's going to come get the bottles and post them after he gets out of there.
We got some time before the break. Can we talk about the bowls?
Absolutely. We got a few minutes.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, all right. So
Predictions.
Alabama, Clemson. I got to tell you, I got
Nick Perdomo, big Alabama guy.
Before the season began, did you pick any who you thought would make the playoff?
No. I mean, I don't think anybody. A lot of people just continued to ride the whole Ohio State train. Everyone thought Ohio State was going to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame got a lot of love early on in the year, but you got Alabama, Michigan State. Alabama is almost a double-digit favorite in this game,
right?
Which is ridiculous,
monstrous.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, and it's the Big Ten versus the SEC. I like Michigan State. I like them a lot.
I liked them a lot more before the Iowa game, I have to say.
Yeah.
Aurora moved the microphone away from her. I'll let you guys talk.
Yeah.
We're in football. Move the microphone.
What I'm talking about.
Timed, and I'll shake my head and nod, and I'll watch the game, and I'm like, oh yeah, was that a?
Listen,
yeah.
I promise. Show up in a cheerleader outfit, and you'll be fit right in anywhere with the sports. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're covered with that.
Yeah,
You're good.
You guys can continue
It'll
talking.
work.
I don't fit in this general topic.
Michigan State knows how to win games. They've won the big ones. They've beaten 4 or 5 top 10 teams. So.
As long as they don't miss up a snap.
Yeah, well, that's
really, you're gonna bring that one up?
Yeah.
Good.
Ouch.
We were on the road doing a show in Milwaukee. He wasn't the same the whole day.
Oh no, it ruined you. It ruined you.
The whole day.
Ruined you. Absolutely ruined you.
Look, you almost.
Yeah.
Luckily, they had a bye afterwards because I needed 2 weeks to get over that one. And second, people still bring it up.
I like Oklahoma over Clemson. I think it's going to be Oklahoma, Michigan State. I think Oklahoma wins the national championship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. Bob Stoops returns to the throne of glory.
Yeah, he's got the best quarterback of the crew. Deshaun Watson is really good at Clemson, but I think Oklahoma is the real deal. They're more of a complete team than Clemson is right now. So, and Stoops is a big time coach.
And especially the big thing against Dabo Swinney from the last couple of years has been the guy couldn't win big games.
Yes,
they've been undefeated for a lot of times. Yep. They've gone to these big games, and they just haven't been able to do. They never showed up.
No, I like it. Anybody but Nick Saban, I'm good. Anything but Nick Saban.
Wow.
I'm done with Nick Saban.
I completely understand where all that's coming from. It makes a lot of sense to me. All right, so that's Heisman. Quickly.
I hope it's McCaffrey from Stanford because, quite honestly, the Heisman's supposed to be the best college football player, and what that kid returning punts, returning kicks, running back,
all around.
Nobody does it better than he does.
One line. Most yardage since Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Broke Barry Sanders' record. That's all I have to say. Yep. That's it.
I'm with you on that, absolutely. But he won't because the voters on the East Coast never got to see him play because he plays in Stanford. All their games started at 10 o'clock or later, so he didn't get a lot of the national exposure that a Derrick Henry or Deshaun Watson got.
So you don't think he'll get it?
I don't think he get it. I think Derrick Henry will get it because he's from Alabama. It's Nick Saban, and we love Alabama.
Yeah, well, and there's definitely a West Coast bias, and you can definitely see that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely, except, of course, it's Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, or Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
When was the last time another West Coast guy actually won the Heisman?
When was the last time a running back won? It's always quarterbacks.
Well, no, I mean, Trent Richardson?
Yeah, it's a long time ago when you think about it.
That was 2-3 years?
No, hell no, that was like 5 years ago.
Really? That was that long ago?
Yeah, because you had the Jameis Winstons, the Mariotas, the last couple of years.
I think Richardson would have been 3 years ago then. Because who has been before?
Well, he spent 3 years with Indianapolis.
Yeah.
True.
I'm just shaking.
Now we're just he's with Cleveland, and now we're
getting way too down the rabbit hole.
She's like, "What's the capital of?" Damn it.
It's pretty messed up.
So this has been our exciting bowl preview edition of Kiss My Ash Radio.
Right.
I am Adam K. the Brewmeister with Honest Dave, the lovely Aurora, and our very special guest, Joe Ranieri.
You never know what to expect on this show.
Absolutely.
Never.
We're going to come back. We're going to find out who belongs in a cigar insane asylum and tell you all what you can tune in for next week.
Right after this.
Keep it lit.
Follow us on Twitter at KissMyAshRadio. Yes, it's mandatory.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
You know, some football players today remind me of Cuban cigars. They're weaker, they talk too much, and they don't pack the same punch they used to.
Take it from Mike Ditka, member of Camacho's Board of the Bold, and check out the new Camacho Corojo line of smokes. Built for the expert palate and fine-tuned for maximum flavor impact, consistency, and quality. Pick one up today.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
From the makers of the #1 cigar in the USA in 2013, the Aging Room Quattro F55 comes yet another highly rated cigar, the Aging Room Bin #1, a full-bodied Dominican cigar made with some of the world's oldest tobacco in the market today. It starts out smooth and builds up in strength and flavor until it reaches its full potential. The Aging Room Bin #1, for the true connoisseur looking for a sophisticated smoking experience with balance, complexity, and character. Aging Room Cigars. Blending is in our DNA.
Hey, cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The Oliva family, makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best, and in 2014, the Serie V Melanio Figurado was crowned as #1 cigar in the world. The Serie V Melanio is known for its rich, big notes of leather framed by a range of coffee, caramel, and woody intonations. Oliva cigars can be found at a retailer near you. Ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality.
Welcome back to Kiss My Ash Radio with Honest Abe, Adam K, the Brewmeister, and the lovely Lady M.
Might have did it for a while.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to Kiss My Ash Radio. I am Honest.
Oh, we got a new segment now. We got a whole new segment.
Everything's happening not around me, but...
Hey, Colin, can you turn the sound off in the room over there? We want to make sure John doesn't hear it.
Oh, boy.
No, I don't mean that sound.
Oh.
Colin got... Yeah, we have a new segment. Aurora, no, we're not even going to the asylum yet. How much time we got? We got time?
I just lost my
Aurora was telling us about a possible future profession she was interested in. And I think we should test her abilities.
Absolutely.
Yes. She was thinking about doing a phone sex, phone sex company. Look at John. John's like, oh no.
John's like, oh no, what are we going to expect?
You remember we're on the air, so we can't say anything vulgar.
I don't trust myself.
I don't trust myself.
Just get in the mood and it just kind of goes off.
You can just do like a little moan and just talk to them.
Yeah, hear the sexy voice.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah,
just
ask me what I'm
keep
wearing.
like, yeah, like, oh yeah, my red hot lingerie and lace with the sparkles, how it plumps up me.
Oh yeah, it can work.
Yeah.
We should do this American Idol style. What do you think, Abe? What do you think? What do you think? Well, I gotta tell you though, the tone wasn't where it should be. And you got to work on that.
It was a little impromptu for you.
It was a little impromptu.
Well,
but you got motivated really quick.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Just wait, coming to fall next fall. So you want to be a phone sex operator. Brought to you in part by the people that brought you all kinds of other great, fantastic
$39.95 a minute. There's a lot of money to be made.
No, that's not what they charge.
Well, it's telling you.
No, you can actually.
$9 a minute.
Is it really?
No, it can be at least $3 a minute.
No, you can actually set up your own. I've been looking into it. You set up your own
personal
number and have them call, and it'll go to like
a company,
a PayPal thing,
Mm-hmm.
and all you gotta do is just pay tax on it. You know, and then
that's it, huh? I know, they get their hands in everything. Damn
yes.
it. Get your hands out of my crotch. Stop it. Leave me alone. You gonna webcam that? You gotta webcam it. Big money in that too.
True. No, not. I can't do that.
Or you draw the line with webcam. Yes. No, I understand. I'm glad there's a line in the sand there.
There's limits, Joe.
There's limits, damn it. Yeah. No. Webcamming's out.
No, but seriously, I mean, but then you have to go market your own number.
No, it's not really bad because
you gotta
just pass out your cards, especially at the club.
Right. Wow, then they would know it was.
Think about this: with every box that you sell, you throw in like a free 5 minutes. Yeah.
Well,
what would you charge them?
It depends how good I get.
So wrong.
All right, so here on Kiss My Ash Radio, we like to do a lot of interesting things, like talk about phone sex and bring all things back to the full circle.
Hey, we talk
Hello,
about
Salem Broadcasting.
Hello, Salem.
They don't know what they signed up for.
Not at all.
But listen, we could put like a little call-in coupon card with every box sale.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get the dial in 5 minutes.
Just wrap it on, like have some guy
5 minutes. Though. You get the first 5 seconds free because after 12 seconds, it's over. It's over, dude. Click.
Thanks, that was great. Okay. Can I use the next 5 minutes on the next one? This is going to last a full year.
Roll over minutes left.
Hey, just think how many boxes you have to buy.
Oh, ridiculous.
This can work.
Back to the show.
Back on track. It's now time to find out who belongs in a cigar insane asylum.
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know in other lands, Senator? We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
As usual, we don't have to go far to find a whack job. Right here in our backyard.
Never do.
Never. Royal Palm Beach. A man who said he was broke after being fired from a restaurant months earlier comes back and robs the manager. Yeah, the robbery happened just after 7 a.m. this Monday at the Outback in Royal Palm Beach.
Wow.
If you're a Royal Palm Beacher and like to go to Outback, the manager was doing an inventory and waiting for another employee to arrive when he heard a doorbell. Obviously assuming the doorbell was the other employee, and he finds Jimmy Pierre, excuse me. And Jimmy Pierre, 35 of Lake Worth, he worked at the restaurant until he was fired in October. Pierre stepped inside, he let him in, he asked for a drink. Shortly afterwards, he stuck what the manager thought was a gun to the back of his head and demanded that the manager open up the safe. So, after taking about $2,000, whoop-de-doo, the manager said, "Why are you doing this? Everybody knows who you are." Right?
Call him out for his stupidity. Right way to go.
Right? The two began to struggle when the manager noticed the weapon was actually a water gun.
Oh.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Pierre then grabbed a nearby small handheld torch. What are they making, a creme brulee over there?
Torch, I love it.
Creme brulee? Yeah, the torch, and tried to burn the manager.
Oh, boy.
He tried to burn his way out. Wow. When that didn't work, he then dropped a computer monitor on the manager's head.
Oh,
yes.
damn.
I'm pretty not clear on why this guy may have gotten fired, but luckily enough, the manager only escaped with bumps and bruises. Called deputy. You, my friend, Jimmy Pierre, 35 of Lake Worth, you, without a doubt, belong.
I hope you got the bloomin' onion at least.
Cigars.
Bloomin' onion is phenomenal.
It's crack. It's
Asylum.
Yes, it's always a good idea. Here, give me all the money in the safe, and I'll take a bloomin' onion to go.
Yes, yeah, please.
Exactly.
Well, that was that movie. What was that movie with the, I forget her, she's funny.
Melissa McCarthy?
Yes.
Yes.
What was the movie where she held up the donut store?
Is that the one where she's the bad influence?
Yes.
Tammy or something.
Yes.
Tammy, that was it, yeah.
Oh, can I get some donuts? You just put them in. I like the sprinkle
Because she doesn't play the same role over and over and over again.
Well, it's still funny. It's still funny.
Absolutely.
I'm a crazy person who's had my life together, and I do terrible things. Yeah. It's still funny every single time.
They do. I mean, the bloomin' onion and the loaf they got there is pretty good. They bring that bread out all the time with the butter, and it's really good.
You know, as far as subpar restaurants with great bread, I'm a Red Lobster guy.
Wow,
those
good
biscuits,
call, dude.
Those biscuits are like solid crack.
Good point.
I mean, you might as well be feeding people crack.
Yeah, it really is.
I was in Costco a couple weeks ago, and they had that mix.
Really?
It didn't taste the same.
No,
my wife tried to make it.
It never does.
I could go there and not eat anything else. I think I have gone there
just for the biscuits.
Yeah, and ended up trying to make my way to an unsatisfactory meal just because I wanted those biscuits.
Never a big fan of the biscuits there.
Really?
Really? No?
Hot?
Oh,
no.
Little cheesy biscuits?
No.
Oh, those are like little crack things.
Those are to die for.
Good.
Once again, this is Kiss My Ash Radio, and of course, we're going to tell you all about all the wonderful things of food, knowledge, and culinary.
The best bread at subpar restaurants.
Absolutely.
It's what we're here for. You can take those recommendations to the bank. Next week, we're going to have our good friend Sakalicious.
Sakalicious will be on the show.
Steve Saka will be here to tell us all about Sobremesa and his new adventure with Dunbarton Tobacco and
Still
Trust.
seems to be burning up the trails.
Yep. In fact, you can probably expect to find his second shipment of cigars. Little birdie told me next week.
Next week, good.
Might be coming
Everybody's
in.
been running out of that cigar.
It's been a very popular.
You should try it next time you come in.
Is it really good?
I like it. I personally had it, but it's solid. You should give it a chance.
It's definitely a great stick. I'm a big fan of it. Thanks you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We will see you again next week. Keep it lit.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. You're listening to Kiss My Ash Radio.
Introducing the Coots, Connecticut, a true old-school premier cigar expertly crafted in Honduras by only the most experienced cigar masters. Its unique super-aged Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper intermingled with seasoned tobaccos from the Dominican Republic, Honduras, and Nicaragua, creating a balanced, mild to medium-bodied smoke that provides a crisp flavor, clean taste, and super smooth finish. Coots, Connecticut is available at fine tobacconist retailers nationwide. Visit www.coots.com.
Look, everyone knows working out sucks. If getting healthy and in shape was easy, everyone would be doing it. But imagine an environment where workouts were specially designed for dramatic physical changes, where you have personal supervision of a certified trainer and a group of supportive, like-minded individuals working alongside you, constantly motivating you to do your best. This is why CrossFit has swept the nation. Check out CrossFitChrome.com for our newest location in Boynton Beach and see how you can get your first month for only $29. That's CrossFitChrome.com. Eat, sleep, Chrome, repeat.
WSWN Belgrade, the new 900 AM, the talk of the Palm Beaches, and online at 900thetalk.com.
CBS News, I'm Jim Taylor. It is the Paris Agreement.
There will be no putting this off. There will be no possible postponement. The decisive agreement for the planet is here and now.
French President Hollande, through an interpreter, an historic global climate accord is not yet a done deal. CBS News correspondent Elaine Cobb in Paris.